what's up guys, it's Karen, welcome back to my channel. So today is Thursday the 19th of October and I really wanted to pick up the camera over the next couple days because I kind of have some big things happening. So I mentioned it a few vlogs back that I was working on an abstract to submit for a conference and it turns out that I actually got picked. So I am now doing an oral presentation at a national conference tomorrow, which I'm extremely nervous about, and I wasn't expecting it. The abstract that I submitted, I intended to just present as a poster, so I was prepared to just make a pretty poster, stand next to it and answer any questions if anybody had any, but I got picked for an oral presentation. So I got up extremely early this morning to work on my slideshow and my script, and I've gone through it with my reg over this week and I think it should be okay. I'm well prepared. I just really hate presenting and I know there's going to be a lot of people there. It is a huge deal. I know that it'll be incredible for my portfolio, especially for an obs and gynae application. Presenting at a national obs and gynae conference gets me a lot of points, but that does not stop me from being nervous. So I've been getting up early most days this week just to work on it and kind of make myself feel more prepared, because that's the only way I'm gonna feel better. And then tomorrow hopefully everything goes well and it will all be fine. But I wanted to pick up the camera because on top of that I have been on call all week. I'm on my gynae week, which means I'm on call for gynae from 9 AM till 7 PM. So it's been really difficult balancing everything and just like taking care of myself. I feel extremely burnt out, which is something that I like to make sure I talk about to keep things realistic and make people understand that it's not healthy to burn yourself out and you should take time off, and everybody deals with it, and currently I am dealing with it. But it's the weekend soon. I have the entire weekend to myself and I plan to just rest and chill and do whatever I want to recuperate. But for now I need to get on with it. So it is 8:45. I need to head off to handover, but I just wanted to say a quick hi. On another note, I am feeling extremely good about myself today because I'm wearing a new set of figs that I got in the sale, and I just think as a doctor who's patient facing, it's really important to make yourself look presentable so that you feel good and you feel confident going into the day, and that's exactly what these scrubs do for me. I feel like I'm wearing my pajamas but I look really good and I feel good, and that's what's important. So I'm just gonna get ready like I said and head off to work. Okay, so I've just finished up with the gynae ward round and now I'm about to scrub into an emergency abdominal hysterectomy, which should be really interesting. This is actually a lady that I clerked in earlier in the week, which I appreciate the fact that I get to now see the treatment plan being implemented, because a lot of the time you don't get that continuation of care, you just clerk somebody and hand them over. So I really like to see the journey for a patient and the outcome. I think that that's really interesting and it means more to the patient as well when they see a familiar face. So I'm just gonna get ready for that and head to theatre. Okay, so as you can probably tell, it is much later now. I ended up finishing my shift on time at 7 PM and to be honest, I had a pretty good day. So after theatre, I got 4 referrals, which in the grand scheme of things is pretty good. I've had so many more than that over the course of the last few days, and I was just grateful that my last day of 4 in a row was pretty chill. And tonight my plan is to drive over to Harry's and stay the night because he actually lives a lot closer to the conference venue than I do, and I really didn't want to stress myself out with a long drive in the morning when I know I'm already going to be really nervous. So I'm going to head off and meet Harry for an extremely late dinner and catch up with you in the morning. Showed a reduction in perineal trauma during childbirth. Hello.
Hi.
I won second place prize.
Oh, well done.
Which in terms of my application means that I've got maximum points for presenting at a national conference and maximum points for getting a prize at a national conference.
What did you get? What was your prize?
£75.
35?
Yeah.
Not
bad.
That's good.
Not bad.
So you did all the work for it as well, didn't you?
Yeah, my reg helped me. She was really good. She was so supportive, and she like went through it with me in the morning and stuff. I was literally so nervous. I was shaking, but they told me that they couldn't tell I was nervous, and I looked really confident apparently. And then I had to buy shoes because I didn't have any shoes that weren't trainers with me. I've left them all at home. Look, this is all I could find.
Oh.
They're so ugly. Because Tesco doesn't have a shoe section, they only had kids' shoes, and luckily I found those in a size 5.
I told you, Karen, you're good at public speaking.
I'm terrible at public speaking, I hate it. I'm just good at pretending.
That's good. Well done.
Thank you. I'm so happy.
You're looking really nice.
I just washed my hair, it's so greasy.
Oh, you look like a greasy dog.
Yeah, as per usual.
What are you doing this weekend?
Nothing, I'm gonna chill. Good morning. It is now Sunday. I think the last thing I filmed was Friday evening when I called my mum to update her on the conference, which actually went surprisingly well. Looking back at it, I am extremely proud of myself, and although I was so nervous to present, I did really well. I ended up coming in second place and winning a prize of £75, which is always nice, and that is going to look incredible on my obs and gynae application, because not only have I presented at a national conference, I also won a prize, so that gets me pretty much maximum points on my application for presenting, and I am really glad I did it. I'm extremely proud, but yesterday I spent the entire day in bed. I didn't even change out of my pajamas because I was just exhausted, and this is something that I kind of want to talk about. I like to be extremely honest on this channel and realistic, although I do try and stay positive. Work in the last few weeks has been insanely hard, and my anxiety levels have just been creeping up slowly to the point where I've had to take days off sick because I'm vomiting, and that is how much my mental health has been suffering. I'm sort of just coming to terms with the fact that I can both absolutely love my job and feel like I am in the right place doing the right thing, but at the same time feel stressed, overworked, overwhelmed, burnt out. Those two feelings can exist in one place, and it was getting to the point where people would ask me how work is going, and I'd be like, oh my god, it's so good, I absolutely love what I do. And I was starting to get a bit of imposter syndrome and kind of feeling guilty as if I was lying when I answered that question, but that's not the case. I absolutely love what I'm doing, but at the same time, my hours are grueling. It is an extremely high pressure job, and it's okay that I feel that way, and it's to the point where I am just burnt out and exhausted and needing days off. And I think everybody knows this. It's in the media all over the place with the strikes that we're underpaid and feeling undervalued. But another issue that comes with feeling undervalued is we don't get enough time off in comparison to the amount we work, and how mentally and emotionally and physically challenging our job is. And so that's why I had to take a couple of days off in the last couple of weeks, and that's fine. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm going to be very honest about that, because I think if people aren't aware of it already, that it's an issue, then they need to be aware of it, and other people in similar situations also need to know that that's okay. It's okay to feel burnt out and stressed and overwhelmed, and you just need to rest and recuperate, and that's exactly what I did yesterday, and I feel 1,000 times better for just having done nothing. And today, like I said, is Sunday. I'm ready to get back into a productive mindset, because over the last few weeks, as my anxiety levels have been creeping up, my self-care has been slowly declining to the point where I haven't worked out in about a month. I've been eating like shit. I have not been taking care of myself. The levels of exhaustion have gotten to the point where sometimes I don't even want to shower, which sounds disgusting, but that is where I'm at, and it's not nice. It's not a good feeling, and I'm really happy that I've made friends here that not only are feeling the same way and can empathize, but they support me, and they are really nice to be around, and they don't make me feel guilty for feeling this way, which I've had in the past, and it's been a really toxic environment, so I don't feel that here, which is really, really nice. But I'm gonna be honest, it's it's really taken a toll on my mental health, and I want to get back into a position where I'm implementing healthy habits into my life and I've got those solid routines down, so that when I do start to feel burnt out again, which is inevitably going to happen, at least I'll have my routines in place that I can sort of fall back on. It doesn't mean that they're going to suddenly disappear, it'll just be my norm, and at least then I will have some kind of self-care implemented into my daily life, if that makes sense. So in the coming weeks I'm just going to work on like getting back into a morning routine. This week I was really happy because most days I woke up at 6 a.m, mainly to work on the presentation because I was so anxious about it, but I felt really good waking up that early again. I used to be such a morning person and I really want to get back to doing that. I want to get back into going to the gym because I absolutely love it. It is my form of therapy and it works wonders for me, and the only reason I've been procrastinating it is because I felt so burnt out and exhausted. I just did not have the energy to go work out. Honestly, I'm just really grateful that I started playing netball because at least I've been moving my body and exercising twice a week. Otherwise I wouldn't have been doing anything the last month, and I know I would have been feeling even worse than I do right now. So I'm going to work on that. And then the other thing I want to work on is my diet and the food that I'm fueling myself with, because at the moment all I'm doing is eating every day at the canteen, which is so not healthy. There's no nutritional value in that food whatsoever, and I can feel that because every day I feel sluggish, I feel bloated. I just know that I'm not taking care of myself, and I'm over it. I feel refreshed and revived after yesterday, and I feel motivated to really make an effort with these habits and just trying to take care of myself. So that is my plan going forward. Like I said, today is Sunday. I've got my netball match at 1 p.m. and it's currently 12, so I'm going to set off in the next like 15-20 minutes, and after that I'm going to stop through the shops, grab my groceries for the week, get my meals prepped because I'm on nights this week, so it's even more vital that I prep my meals before nights, otherwise I'm going to end up starving and eating unhealthy snacks pretty much. So I'm gonna set myself up for a successful week. I'm gonna just quickly go switch my washing over to the dryer so that it'll be ready for when I am back, and then we will head off. Okay, I ended up having to stop through both Morrison's and Tesco to get everything I needed, but I think I am all set for a nice healthy week, so let's do a quick grocery haul. One of the meals that I'm going to make this week is like a veggie egg scramble with sausages. I was making that a few weeks back. It was super high in protein, satiating, very satisfying, and for some reason I just stopped. I think I got really sick of eggs, but I want to get back on that this week. So I got some Beyond burgers as well as Beyond sausages, which are my favorite and extremely high in protein for veggie sausages. And then for veg I got green beans. I'm going to put some spring onions on top, bell peppers, and then to go on the side some cottage cheese, which just adds a nice creaminess and also is fairly high in protein. I then got a massive bag of spinach because I used to be the person that put spinach in literally everything, and I don't know when or why that stopped, but this week we're going to get back into it. So I'm going to be putting spinach in my protein smoothies, salads, my egg meals, everything, and I'm excited because it's such an easy way to add greens and it's pretty much tasteless. So I got that, and then for another meal option I'm going to make falafel wraps with like a homemade yogurt tzatziki type thing. So for that I got romaine lettuce, cucumber, some falafels obviously, and then gluten-free wraps. I got this just as like a quick and easy meal if I needed it while I'm on nights. I'd rather home make something than go to the canteen, so that's nice and easy. I restocked on this Alpro chocolate protein milk because I use it every day in my coffees and I just ran out. I also realised that I had no peanut butter and I love putting this in my smoothies, so I've got that for the mornings. And then in terms of snacks, I got some protein yogurts. This is definitely my favourite flavour as like a sweet treat after dinner. And then if I'm craving something salty, I got some microwave popcorn. And then I just got some random miscellaneous stuff, like I was running low on deodorant, so I stocked up on that. I got some more candles, which I'm excited about because I was running very low low on candles. I usually like to keep a stock in my cupboard, but I had none left, so I got a good amount of those, and then I got myself a couple bunches of flowers, which I thought were pretty, quite like autumnal colours, very fitting for the season, and that is everything I got. So I'm gonna go put all of this away, probably start prepping my veg for the week, get some food in me now because I'm absolutely starving, shower up and have a little bit of self-care time this evening.